Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's Fumzy and thank you for joining me today. In today's video, I will be reviewing the Wayne Goss Weightless Veil Blush Duos. There were 4 colors and I picked up 2 to try out. I'll be reviewing it to see how it performs on brown dark skin, to see whether it emphasizes texture on textured skin, whether it emphasizes your pores, your fine lines, and all that. If you are interested in finding out how it performs, stay tuned. The 2 colors that I did pick up from his collection will be the Bright Poppy, and also I did pick up the Vivid Azalea, which will be this. They really looked very interesting to me. I wanted to pick up the 3rd one, but I was like, let me just try this too, because I do have a lot of pinks. So I thought, let me try something that I don't have a lot of in my collection. So I picked up this too. So the thing that I do like about Wayne Goss is that his philosophy, and I'm reading from him, is like, I really wanted these palettes to flatter all skin tones and types. Whether you are 18 or over 60, it's important to me that everyone is included or feels included. So this is his philosophy about his products, which I really do like about his products. I do have the eyeshadow palettes and it is very forgiving, easy to blend. The texture is really very good. The thing about his products is, like he says, it's made for everyone to be included. I'm going to go right into just a few details about this product, and if you just want to see the application, I'll put the timestamps here so that you can move to the application. This product is 19 grams or 0.67 ounces. This is the same size as the eyeshadow palette. So see, that's the blush. This is the eyeshadow palette. All 3 of it the same size. So it's a really good size for a blush and a highlighter. But those of us who are not makeup artists might not finish, or will probably not finish this blush and highlighter within the 9-month time frame. But it's still good that he did make it that size to include everyone. So it is $45 for one, and this product has a shelf life of 9 months, like I already mentioned. Going to Vivid Azalea, it says that it is a bright fuchsia, also with a shimmering white gold to illuminate and make your favorite features pop. So the other one is the Bright Poppy, which he says it's designed, this one, it says it's designed to mimic freshly picked cherries on all skin tones. If your skin likes brightness, then Bright Poppy is your friend. The highlighter is described as a golden copper that recreates the look of skin warmed by the sun. So those are the 2 that I do have, and I am going to try it on and see how it performs on the skin. So let's jump right into the application. I'm going to start first with the Vivid Azalea. I watched his video, Wayne Goss's video, and he said that if you layer it differently, it will give you a different look. So normally when I want to put on blush and highlighter, I put on the blush first, then I put on the highlighter. But if you want a different feel, he says to layer the highlighter down first, then put the blush on top of it. So we're going to do it that way. So one side, I'll put the highlighter first, and then the blush on top, and see how that looks. And then on this side, I am going to put the blush first, then the highlighter, because that's how I normally put it, or that's how most people normally put it. So we're going to try both sides and see. And when we finish with the Vivid Azalea, then we move on to the Bright Poppy. So I am going to use the Wayne Goss airbrush. I really love how soft this blush is. And now I'm going to go in with the blush first. So this is what I picked up. And I'm going to... This is a beautiful color. This color is so pigmented. I just put a little and see what I'm getting. So with the little that I did put, what I'll say is going with a light hand. It is pigmented. I really didn't think, but it is a lovely color. And that's the blush. I know I went overboard, but that's the blush. What I would say is the fuchsia color is really pigmented. I went in with a heavy hand. I should have gone in with a light hand, but it is really pigmented, and of course it's really showing up, so it's really good for brown dark skin. I'm going to go in with the highlighter, and I'll be using the It Cosmetics highlight brush, which is a fan brush. I like to use a fan brush for the highlighter because I like it very subtle. But today, but this is the highlighter, which is very pretty. It's really subtle, but really very pretty. I'm going to put some more for the sake of the video, but if it were me just putting it on, I will leave it as this. This is really pretty. See that? Oops, went overboard again. I forgot. You see that how it shows up? Oops. I'm gonna have to do something about this, but I'll clean it up. So I'm gonna blend it. I'm going to use the foundation. I'm going to add a little bit of foundation just to shade that out a little bit. So going over to the right side, I'm going to still be using the Vivid Azalea, but I'll put the highlights down first. And I'm going to use the same fan brush. So this is the highlighter. I put it everywhere. Around here, the blush and the highlighter section. And then I'm going to go in with Vivid Azalea. That's what I got. So this is how it looks. This is with the highlighter first and then the blush on top. And I must really say that I do really like it. If you can see, it's like you put on a blush, but it's glowing like from within. That lit from within look. So it is very subtle. It is really pretty, actually. I like it. And then this side, I do have just the highlighter on top, of course, with the blush right here. So that's it for Vivid Azalea. I'm going to go and clean this off, and then we'll go and try the Bright Puppy. So going in now with Bright Puppy, which is this one. And on this side, I'm going to start with the blush and then put the highlighter on top like I normally do. And I'll be using the Sonia G, what's the name of this one? Sonia G Designer Pro. So now we're going in with Bright Puppy. On this side, I'll put the blush first, then the highlighter. On this side, I'll put the highlighter down first, and then the blush. Just gonna dip a little. Remember, I've learned from the first one, it is pigmented. This is it so far, and I am going to now build it up to see if it builds up, which I think it does. But yeah, I can already see that it does build up pretty good. I'm gonna build it up a bit. Okay. So this is the Bright Puppy with just the blush, and I'm going to put the highlighter on top. Wow, see that already? That is real pretty. And I did go in with the light hand. And by the way, I did clean this brush. And there we go on this one. I think this is very pretty. I do like the gold highlighter on this one. Now I'm going over to the other side and I'll put the highlighter first. So this is it with just the highlighter. And then I'm going in with the blush on top. I put in the highlighter down first before I put the blush. I do like it. I don't know which side I like better. I think I like the traditional way better, but I don't see much of a difference between the two applications. And I think that's because this one, the Bright Poppy, does have a little bit of shimmer. It's not completely matte, but the Vivid Azalea is matte. The blush is matte. So I think putting the highlighter below and then putting the matte blush on top, it showed up more, it made more of a difference, I think. But I don't know how it's looking on the camera. But on this one with the Bright Poppy, I don't see any difference within the two applications. So yes, that's it. And my final thoughts. I do really like the way these products they apply. I really do like that. It's a very smooth application, smooth texture. It is pigmented, so it will show up. So I would say start with a light hand. Otherwise, you like a lot of blush. Some people do. I like mine more subtle, but it does build up and it's showing like there's no, maybe if I build it up more, it will show. No. These two that I have, I've tried at least, will go across all shades, from the lightest, fairest to the darkest, mainly because it can be shared out. You can put just a light touch, and because it's pigmented, you can also build it up, which I did build it up a little just to see. It is a success in it being a flattering shade for a wide shade range. The other thing he said watching his video was that he wanted it to be customizable, like you can customize it to what you want, and I think he has achieved that with showing different ways to apply it, putting highlighter first, doing it the traditional way, using it as a blush topper. I think they are very pretty. I really do like these blushes. It shows up on dark brown skin. The highlighter is not ashy. Even the one on Vivid Azalea, I actually thought that that would be really ashy, but it wasn't ashy. Like, it really still gave me the highlight and blended well. So I'm pleasantly surprised with this blush right here, because looking at it on the pan, you would think it's going to be white, but it isn't. In terms of the texture, this applies like a dream. Very smooth, easy to blend, and it is not showing up any texture on my skin. I do have pores right here from my days of acne. I still get some, and also matured skin. You know, over a certain age, certain things don't work, but this one, it does work. So I'm really happy with the texture and how it performs. Very beginner friendly, as you can see. This is my first impression, and this is what I got. There is no learning curve to putting this on. No special tools needed, nothing. It's just a solid blush duo, like a blush and highlighter duo. I also did see some people putting it on their eyelids and stuff like that is something that I'm going to play with this palette, because the way it applies, I think it will apply well on the eye as well. That is it for today, and I hope that this demonstration helped, this review helped in some way. And if you did enjoy watching this video, kindly give me a thumbs up, like and share this video, and also consider subscribing to my channel if you do like the channel, of course. And until next time, stay blessed, stay safe, and kisses.